ABC. It is Old Metal Rocker 66. I got one of these videos I've been wanting to do for a while now. Well, the last month or so. I have a couple of bands, or I have a number of bands that begin with Hell in their name, and I'm going to show you what I have. I have mostly CDs. I have 4 on vinyl, but they got to have Hell in the name, and I was surprised how many I had. I'm going to be doing another one similar to this, but a lot of that is going to be mostly vinyl. But anyway, we're going to start off Hell. We're going to start off with the vinyl, of course. Got to have the classic Halloween in here, you know, with Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1. Of course, the classic beginning, you know, pretty close. So yeah, Hell, German band, of course. And a band from 78 called Hellfield. And a Canadian band, Canadian hard rock. So Hellfield. And then these guys are from, I forget, either they're from China or South Korea, I believe. Maybe right in that general area. I think they're from China, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a thrash band, Hell Freezes Over. Hellraiser, kind of a one you don't really see much anywhere. I came across them like I always do on doing searches. Maybe they're from Japan. Oh, maybe. Let's see here. They might be from. They might be from Japan, but I don't remember them being from Japan. I thought they were from China or somewhere. But anyway, I could be wrong. Anyway, Hell Freezes Over. And then Hellbringer, Dominion of Darkness. Some Australian thrash, come out on High Rollers. 2012. I believe the band is disbanded now, but it's a killer album, another 3-piece thrash band. And now the rest will be all CDs. I tried to put them in order that I'm going to try to remember where they're from and so forth. I'm not going to remember them all. I mean, you're going to forget some. But what it is, I will describe, of course. We got the classic again with Halloween. And then from Brazil, kind of a more traditional heavy metal band. These guys have been around for quite a while, probably about 20 years now. I believe these guys are out of Brazil, but this is one of their better ones. They're still active, so, but yeah, good stuff here. And some thrash, some Hellfire. I think these guys were out of Poland, I think. Hellfire. This came out in 2002. Then Elevate. These guys are out of the U.S. I believe these guys are out of Kansas City. I believe these guys are, yeah. I'm almost sure they are. But the thrash band here, I think this is their debut. It's all autographed by the band on the cover. I don't know if you can see that, but good stuff here. Some more kind of death thrash. Not really deathy. I mean, it does have some death influence in here. but definitely thrash orientated with on Extreme Records. This came out, what was it, 2009. So thrash, Black and Thrash, Black and Death, whatever you want to call it. I believe these guys are out of Spain. And then some Teutonic thrash, speed metal from Hellish Crossfire. This is on I Hate. So I Hate definitely caters to thrash bands. I do have a couple on couple of albums I just showcased with I believe it was Death Storm, I believe was the band, thrash band, who was also on the I Hate Records label, which as Hellish Crossfire is. Let's see, when did this come out here? Let's see here. I don't see a year. Anyway, I want to say it was, God, this is Blood Rust Skype. So it's, I will say it's well over 10, 15 years. I believe it could even be older than that. I'm not positive. You know, again, trying to remember all of them. But anyway, some more thrash from Hellfighter. Damnation's Wings, UK band. Some Hell Electricity, hard rock heavy metal band out of the US. This came out, of course, they're not going to have the year on here. Maybe these guys are out of Poland. 2012. But a lot of these bands are no longer active. Of course, Hellstar, I believe they are. I believe they're doing a new album. Hopefully, I believe come out either the summer or in the fall or early winter. I'm not sure. But Distant Thunder from '88. Some thrash from Hell Domain. I believe these guys are out of the US. We are on the Punishment 18 records. (2013). Some heavy metal from all-female band. I believe these girls were out of, I think they're out of the US. No, they're out of, I believe they're out of Poland, Hellcats. I believe they're out of Poland, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, well, I'm almost sure they are out of Poland, but they've been around. I believe they are still active. This came out in 2013. We got some Hellion here. And Boylan, or Hellion, speed metal, heavy metal, out of the US. Numbered edition, I got number 172. And then out of the UK, band called Hell, kind of a cult following band. This came out in 2013. On Nuclear Blast. And I'm trying to think of the guitar, one of the guitarists, Andy Sneap, who also played filled in for, or does fill in for or plays for Judas Priest now, but it's good stuff, straight heavy metal. Maybe a little, maybe it has maybe a slight doom influence in here, but not a whole lot. But this is really good. What I say, came out when 2013. And we got some Bay Area heavy metal, speed metal, thrash metal at times from Hellfire. I believe they are in the studio. This one was 2019, and this was, I believe this is their first one, or first or second. This came out in 2016, Metal Masses. And then Hellway Train with Borderline. That's the slipcase cover for that. Of course, it is. It has one of these endorsed by New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal website, or YouTube site. Heavy metal. Kind of cool to have. This came out, what was it, 2000, came out last year. So, and then some Hellwell. I believe these guys are out of, I believe Kansas City, right in that area. I believe they are. Kind of progressive metal, progressive doom, whatever. They put out 2 albums. This is kind of a special edition album with a really, really thick booklet. But this came out quite a while ago. God, I can't even remember. 2012 on High Roller. So this is, I believe this is also on vinyl as well. And then some Helltown with Lead to Hell.
The best pure rock through the decades is coming your way after this on
This came out, let's see here. I'm not positive, but I believe these guys are out of Brazil as well. Heavy metal, straight heavy metal. And then band out, I believe these guys are out of Kansas City as well. Band called Hellfield, Emission of Sins. Another hell band, or has hell in the name, usually beginning. And the last is a heavy metal band called Hellscream with Made Immortal. This has Dave from Cage. I believe that's him. Dave Garcia. So this has Dave Garcia's one of Cage, and it also has let's see who else. It has Stu Marshall is on here as well, Norman Skinner, and you know, just straight. If you like Cage, Norman Skinner, traditional straightforward heavy metal, then you'll probably like Hellscream. So, anyway, guys, a little different video. Bands, metal bands or hard rock bands that have hell in their name, usually the beginning. So, something different. I'll be doing another one, and that will probably be it as far as bands with like hell in their name, or the next one will be bands with war in their name. And after that, I don't have many other bands that have a lot, or a lot of bands with, you know, like those. But anyway, we'll see you next time. And if you're new, to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, you'll get updates. Leave a comment and hit the like button, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.